Congratulations, you made it to the last video of this series. So you just got done learning all the technicals and fundamentals you need to start your trading journey. But I'm going to be real with you, you can understand every single bit of those. If your mindset is off, it won't matter. I want to say that trading is only realistically 10% actual fundamentals. 90% of trading comes from your mindset. As you dive deeper and deeper into the trading space, you are going to see a plethora of different ways to trade. You're going to hear things like support and resistance, supply and demand, turtle soup, and all these weird things. I want to tell you right now that there's no right or wrong ways to trade. Some people use indicators. Me, for example, I don't. The way I trade is I actually read price action. Personally, I look for pools of liquidity as well as certain gaps in the market. The reason I trade this way is because through hundreds of hours of research, I found that this is the closest way that the banks themselves are trading. The reason I tell you this is because, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to trade. Some is higher risk, some has more confluences, but at the end of the day, you can trade any of these entry models, but if your mindset is wrong, you will not win. They say a smart person learns from their mistakes, but a genius learns from others. So please take it from me when I tell you that the grass is never greener on the other side. 90% of the time, it's not the strategy that you're using, that's the reason that you're losing. I'm gonna go over the 6 things that I wish I knew before starting my trading journey so that you can implement them right away and become profitable as fast as you can. Number 1, have realistic expectations. Very easy to go on social media and see all these people flexing their Lambos and their high rises. At the end of the day, social media is a highlight reel. You have no idea what's real and what's a reel. Very easy to fall in the comparison game. Some people do become profitable in a year, some people become profitable in 5 years. At the end of the day, you need to put your blinders on and just focus on your plan. The reason that I love trading is it's a skill set. It's something that you can learn. And the best part about having a skill set is no one can take this away from you. This is not like a job where you climb a corporate ladder and all of a sudden one day you're no longer of value and they can just get rid of you. You are actually indispensable to yourself. If you focus more on becoming independent and actually learning how to fish, you won't care how many fish the other people have because you know that no matter what, you'll always have an abundance of fish. But make sure you come into this with realistic expectations. If you're starting with $100, you're probably not going to make $10,000 your first month. If you do, 100% you are gambling. Have a trading plan, stick to it. If you don't have a trading plan, make a trading plan. Can't stress this enough, and I know I said it in multiple videos, but you can and you will lose. You might even have some red months. You need to switch the perspective in your mind and have the right expectations on this. This doesn't mean that you're an awful trader. This means that you are learning, you are collecting data. Stop focusing on everyone else, focus on you. Remember that this is all a numbers game. This is what leads me into my next point. Don't leave gaps in between your learning. When you learn something, apply it. Knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is. If you're gonna learn how to ride a bike, of course, you can read about learning how to ride a bike, you can watch a video about how to ride a bike, but at the end of the day, you will not know how to ride a bike until you go and ride the bike. There was times when I was learning how to trade that I would spend hours listening to videos, reading, just getting help learning how to trade. Then I thought, oh, well, I've learned so much, I'm gonna take some time off. And I went back to the charts and I had no idea what I was talking about. In order for this knowledge to stick, you need to take what you learn and apply it right away, multiple times. This applies to trading more than anything. A key tip that I use to know that I actually fully understand something is 1, I taught it to somebody else. If you have a community, if you have a mentor, use them. Having that accountability helps extremely. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Keep practicing. For my next point, this might sound extremely obvious, but you'd actually be surprised how much I actually say this to people, and they do the exact opposite. Do not invest money you are not willing to lose. There is risk to trading. To be fair, there's risk to literally everything, but it is extremely hard to take the emotion out of trading and look at it like you are sharpening your skill set if you are using the money that you need for food the next month or using your rent money. There is no point putting that unnecessary pressure on yourself. I mentor people globally, and you wouldn't believe the amount of horror stories that I would hear that would turn people completely off of trading. People with good potential and that were making good headway end up stop trading because they think, oh, well, I'm doing so well, or you know what, I really need some extra cash right now, and they use money that they didn't have, and next thing you know, they lost it, and now they hate trading. It wasn't trading's fault. It wasn't the foreign exchange market's fault. You put that money into the broker. Some people say that the most expensive lessons are the ones that are the best, but I also think that the best lessons are the ones that you learn from other people. Trading is such a mental game. It will take advantage of any emotional weakness that you have. So don't give the markets anything that they could take advantage of. If you're somebody who's into personal development, trading is right up your alley. Teach you emotional stability, patience, discipline, so many things that you didn't actually realize. Once you master those things, you do become profitable. Number 4, check in with your mentor. If you're somebody who doesn't have a mentor, I suggest getting one. If you're somebody who doesn't have a community, I suggest getting one. It does actually make an extreme difference. I've been in the trading space for technically 5 years now, because my first 2 years I was doing it by myself. I lost a lot of money, and there is a lot of information out on the internet. If you want to go that route, do it. It's up to you. But the thing is like I said in the beginning of this video, there are a billion different ways to trade. And the way I trade and the way Tom down the street trades might completely clash with one another. That doesn't mean one way's wrong. It just means that if you start learning my strategy and all of a sudden you start learning Tom's strategy, you'll get severely confused and maybe even analysis paralysis because they both mean different things. Having a mentor to guide me was literally the best thing I could do. I was able to 8 times my income in literally 30 days. Now, again, past performance never guarantees future gains, but just having some direction can honestly literally change the entire game for you. Having the community is nice too, because like I said, accountability is there. People spend thousands of dollars on mentorship, okay? Don't hesitate to ask questions to your mentor, no matter how busy they are. Before I became a mentor in the space, I literally was on my mentor's ass. Earn/demand their attention and you'll get the results that you're looking for. If you're somebody who likes learning through course format, that's totally fine. Courses are great. I personally prefer mentorship because courses show you the what to do, not necessarily the how to do it. But if you're somebody who prefers the course content, find a community. It doesn't have to be a mentor. Personally, for me, I just decided in my time it was what I needed. It's like paying for a personal trainer. Do I believe I have the ability to get the results on my own? Yeah, but instead of it taking 10 or 20 years, I'd rather it take 2. Number 5, get on the fucking charts. Just like I said, don't leave a gap in your learning. It's like you need to actually apply what you're learning, guys. When my mentees come up to me and they have a question, the first thing I ask is, how much backtesting have you done? For those of you who don't know what backtesting is, it's when you go on the charts and you go into the past and you look how the market moves to find your entry model. This is called backtesting. You can also forward test. The difference of forward testing and backtesting is you're actually doing it in real time. It's very easy to feel confident going through all the education. Like I said, there is an abundance of education, but if you are not on the charts actually applying what you learn, it will not stick. It's like training a muscle. If you want your biceps to grow, you're going to go to the gym and train your biceps. Want your trading skill to grow, you're going to go and train your trading skill. Make TradingView your best friend. Honestly, a key to look at is you should be on the chart so much that finding your entry model is almost boring to you now. And lastly, know when to walk away. The best feeling that you can have as a trader is looking at a day and realizing, you know what? Today's not my day. There's no entries that I can find. Instead of emotionally getting into the market and trying to find some entry model, you're just going to sit this one out. Not trading is still trading. Believe it or not, that's one of the hardest parts. Trading is addicting, and especially when you're new, you are going to look for any opportunity you can to be in the markets. Going against this and training your mind to only go in for your entry model will increase your profitability more than you think. The best traders in the world really only trade 5 to 10 times a month. They're not entering 5 trades a day. At first, this is going to be very hard for you to do, but just make this a goal for you for down the line. It's better to take less A+ setups than it is to take a lot of C and B setups. You've officially completed everything in the first series. This is everything you need to know in order to start your trading journey and ensure your trading success. Honestly, I'm extremely excited for you because like I said before, no one can take the skill set away from you. Honestly, it's crazy for me to think about the financial freedom that you guys are going to have, and it all started from you watching this series. It's nothing to do with me. It's all because you decided to take the first step. My final piece of advice is any opportunity that you see that you can take for growth, take it. I'll see you on the charts, and remember, you're savage, not average.